Welcome back to the channel, guys, and after a very disappointing start to our Euros campaign, we now look ahead to a hard battle in London on Friday against our old enemy England. Scotland will want to get something out of this game, but after that performance on Monday, it's going to be a tough ask. In this preview, I will be taking a look at our last encounter with England, how both teams coped in their first Euros match, and also what my team and score prediction will be. So without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Griffiths, having got the goal, goes again! It's astonishing! It's Lee Griffiths! 2 goals, 2 fabulous free kicks. Catch him if you can. Catch Scotland if you can.
The last time we faced England was during qualification for the 2018 World Cup in Russia, where England travelled to a sold-out Hampden. England were coming to Glasgow confident of beating Scotland, as they managed to beat them 3-0 at Wembley only 7 months prior. However, Scotland were picking up form, and it was a real buzz around Scotland, with people believing that they could potentially qualify for the World Cup. As the two teams walked out, you could feel that this game was going to be an instant classic, just off the atmosphere alone. Scotland had an early chance, with Lee Griffiths looking for his first Scotland goal, but his strike found the hands of Joe Hart. Despite this attempt, it was England who came closest to scoring after Harry Kane collected Craig Gordon's headed effort and tried to lob him from 30 yards out. The ball was headed off the line by Kieran Tierney, and Craig Gordon managed to save the follow-up from Marcus Rashford. England had the better of the chances late into the first half after an Aaron Lallana effort hit the side netting. In the second half, it was more the same from the first, as Jake Livermore took it past 2 Scotland defenders but only managed to find the post. Scotland came back with an opportunity of their own when Lee Griffiths squared it towards Andy Robertson, but his effort went flying over the bar. In the 70th minute, England went a goal up after Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain went past Scott Brown and shot towards the middle of the net and scored. Craig Gordon was very easily beaten, and it was a save he should have made. When hope was dying off, Scotland were given a free kick in the 87th minute, and up stepped Lee Griffiths. If there was a time to score your first Scotland goal, now would be the time, and that is simply what happened. Lee Griffiths curled the ball into the bottom right corner, leaving Joe Hart nowhere near it. The stadium erupted with 45,000 Scotland fans jumping about, going mental, and Lee Griffiths running into the corner to celebrate. Scotland were determined to find another goal to try and win the match. In the 90th minute, Jake Livermore fouled Chris Martin, with Scotland receiving yet another free kick. Lee Griffiths had stepped up again, with people thinking, there's no way he could do it again. Oh yes, he could. Lee Griffiths stepped up to the free kick and curled it past Joe Hart again. Hampden was in pandemonium. The noise level was cranked up even more, with fans jumping about in and up 5 rows in front of them. Lee Griffiths and the whole Scotland team are running around, creating one big pile-on next to the England fans. If Scotland had hanged on here, it'd be massive in their qualification hopes. However, it wasn't to be. In the last minute of extra time, a sterling cross from the left one curled towards Harry Kane, who vaulted it past Craig Gordon to break Scottish hearts. The game ended 2-2, with the whole Scotland feeling deflated and devastated in what had just happened. If Scotland fans were told that would be the result before the match, they would be over the moon with it, however, just not in the fashion it ended in. I was lucky enough to watch this match, and it was one of the greatest atmospheres I've ever witnessed at a football match. I was heartbroken for many days after that, but when I look back on it, it's up there in my top 10 favourite games of all time.
And you can stick your 3 lines up your arse, 'cause yours is fucking rampant. You claim 50 years of hurt. It's no exactly been rosy at Hampden.
England qualified for the Euros after finishing top of Group A, 6 points ahead of second place Czech Republic. They managed to achieve 7 wins, with their only loss coming against the Czechs, where the score was 2-1 in Prague. There was no struggle in the rest of the games for England, as each game finished with England scoring 4 or more goals. Due to how great their squad is, England will be feeling confident of qualifying from their Euros group and advancing into the later stages of the tournament. In their first match at the Euros, England were looking for revenge as they faced Croatia at Wembley, with the visitors being the winners the last time the two sides met. England were the better side for the full match and managed to achieve victory, with the score being 1-0 thanks to a Raheem Sterling goal. They had many chances to increase the scoreline, with Phil Foden coming close early in the first half, where his curling effort struck the post, and also Harry Kane skying his effort late into the second half when a ball was crossed into the box and all he had to do was tap the ball into an open net. As I've said, England have a great squad and is up there with being one of the best in the tournament. Many people have said that Phil Foden could be young player of the tournament, maybe even best player of the tournament, due to his performances in the Premier League this season. As well as achieving 9 goals and 5 assists this season, he won a Premier League and League Cup medal with Man City, being arguably one of the best in the team. On top of that, he also received the Young Player of the Year award from both the PFA and Premier League. Another key player is of course captain Harry Kane, who has had an incredible season due to his stats that he's achieved this year. Despite finishing 7th in the league with Spurs, Harry Kane won not only the Premier League Golden Boot but also the Premier League Playmaker Award. He becomes the 6th player in Premier League history to achieve this feat after scoring 23 goals and assisting 14. The Spurs striker also managed a place on the PFA Team of the Year alongside his teammate Heung-min Son, who he formed a brilliant partnership with this season. It is unknown whether he will stay at Spurs next season, with many Premier League clubs looking for his signature, but if he does move, there's no doubt he will still have a massive impact on whatever team he joins. England know the quality they have amongst their team and will be wanting to go all the way, but whether past experiences in tournaments will affect their mentality or not, they will have to be prepared for a very tough ride. Scotland welcomed the Czech Republic to Hampden in their first game of the Euros. An hour before kick-off, news had broken out that Kieran Tierney would be missing this game due to an injury, which would turn out to be a massive blow for Scotland. It was a special day for many Scotland fans, as it would be the first time they would see Scotland play at a major tournament. It was also the first time in over a year where there was a large number of fans in a stadium, as 9,000 supporters watched the two teams compete. The game started with Scotland the better side, with the Czechs unable to get out of their own half. John McGinn had a chance to score, but his effort was blocked by Thomas Callas and he forced a corner out of it. Scotland were very calm and composed in possession and were little any loose balls. However, as the game went on, the Czechs managed to ease into the game and came out with a chance of their own. Jakub Jankto managed to steal the ball off John McGinn, find the feet of Patrick Schick, whose powerful effort was saved by David Marshall. Scotland bounced back from this with a chance of their own when Stuart Armstrong passed into the path of Andy Robertson when he found London Dykes in the box, but his strike was poked wide of the post. The Scotland captain then had an opportunity to score himself when Ryan Christie found him in space, but his shot was tipped over the bar by Thomas Vlasic. After many chances missed, the Czech Republic managed to find a breakthrough to go 1-0 up before the break. A cross from Vladimir Thufal found the head of Patrick Schick, who brilliantly headed it past David Marshall into the corner of the net. There was a late penalty claimed by Scott McTominay when his Burton run was halted by Jan Borrell in the box. It looked to be a strong case, but the referee blew his whistle, and the Scotland went into break feeling as though they should deserve more from that half. Scotland wanted to get back into this game, and so a decision was made to bring off Ryan Christie for striker Che Adams, hoping it provided London Dykes with more attacking support. Despite this, just only 45 seconds into the second half, Schick nearly got a second, but his effort was yet again saved by David Marshall. It looked as though the game was out of Scotland's hands until there was a sudden urge of attacks from Scotland, with the best being Jack Hendry's curling effort striking the crossbar. Scotland were pressing high and trying to create chances. That was until Patrick Schick delivered a devastating blow in magnificent fashion. As a result of another shot by Jack Hendry, his effort was blocked and the ball had bounced into the path of Schick, who spotted David Marshall off his line and launched a spectacular strike from 40 yards out. The ball flew into the top corner, leaving Marshall stuck in his nets as they tried to get back to save it. Scotland was now requiring a miracle to happen, but it wasn't to be, as boos was heard around the stadium at full time and the Czechs left Glasgow with all 3 points. Scotland will have to play their heart out on Friday if they want any chance of qualifying from this group. I feel that Steve Clarke must make changes if they want to steal anything from England on Friday. My lineup for this match should be, despite being partially at fault for the Czechs' second goal, David Marshall should start, as he was still one of our best players on Monday and the Czechs could have scored more if it wasn't for him between the sticks. Hopefully Kieran Tierney will be fit for this match and will play alongside Andy Robertson, Grant Hanley and Jack Hendry. I feel James Forrest should replace Stephen O'Donnell, as I was very disappointed in O'Donnell's performance and I feel we need a lot more attacking options on the right hand side. Billy Gilmour must start alongside McTominay and McGinn in the middle of the park, as the midfield on Monday will not willingly get on the ball, and with the inclusion of Gilmour in this starting 11, he would demand for the ball and take on players. I think that Che Adams and London Dykes should be up front as well, as I felt we had more chances when those two played together and we could benefit from this massively. Before the match on Monday, I was very confident that we could steal a win against England, but after that performance, we could very well lose this match by many goals. However, I'm a very optimistic person, so I'm going to say 1-1. So yeah guys, that brings an end to the video, and Even though I can't wait for the game to start, I'm a lot more cautious of what the final result will be. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more content like this, and also leave a comment down below on what your team and score predictions will be for this match. You've been watching the Scottish Football Experience, and I'll catch you in the next video.